Hello, tailors and tallywhackers. My name is TV Skyn, and welcome back to Ruined King, where I believe we have taken care of, no, I'm good. We've taken care of, no, I'm good. I don't know why they keep, well, like, why they keep popping those tutorials up, like, if it's a bug, or if it's, like, they're really scared that you won't know how to use a quest menu. We've taken care of most of the, side quests, leaving us only with these little fun fellows here. So let's go and take care of the Spider Queen, shall we? Which is in... Oh, that's in the Shadow Isles. Ah, well, Okay, the Razorfin Behemoth. We can take care of that one. And that is out in the Buddha Grotto, which is... all the way over there. So we need to go take the elevator. Yes. What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill, I'm searching and I'll meld into you. There we go. Still can't get in there, can I? Nope. Alright. Let's see. I don't think we've been here before. No, we haven't. Huh. Oh, darn. The Buddha Grotto, then. Oh, you guys were saying something. I completely missed it. Oh, it's good to take a break from training. Greetings, Ilawi. God has saved the city from itself.
Is this what the Freyjard is like, Brom? Cozy, everyone friends with each other?
Yes, it's a wonderful way to live. Brom cannot wait to return.
I mean, the Winter's Claw are a little bit less friendly, but...
Wonder what it's like, growing up that way.
Oh, Freyjardian Ring.
What does ring do?
Okay, it's very bad and weak, but it's a defensive tank ring. The sign reads, "To the well of the Serpent Mother." Always stay in motion. Stagnation is the enemy of the goddess.
Ilawi, your friends are looking at me funny.
They've heard a lot about you, Sarah.
What? And they think I'm up to no good?
Ooh, fishing. There we go. Cleared it all out. No more fish here. Just I gotta get those marks so I can get those skins. You see, years back, Gangplank was a useful tool to keep the Pelangi under control, but a dangerous ally. I'll say. I care not which Pelangi rules this cesspool, but the jagged hooks are very profitable customers. A Buru priest stops your approach. Truthbearer, you honor us by visiting the well of the Mother Serpent. I advise caution if visiting, as we have some unwelcome guests currently taking up residence there, at least for the time being, he says. His voice is calming and gentle, though it seems to be hiding concern. Unwelcome guests? Oh, well, you see, his eyes advert to the ground. It is nothing, really. It is something that will resolve itself in time, as with all matters. He looks up and gives a convincing smile. Please do not trouble yourself with it. Priest, as truth-bearer, I seek to help my people in any way. Ilawi, I knew you would say that. I was hoping you wouldn't. I'm so sorry this has happened. This is our fault. That's why, he says. Finally, he exhales and relaxes. Whatever you want to call them, road agents, bandits, thugs, they've started harassing visitors to the well. They demand payment just to get to the place of offering. I will settle this matter for you, priest. Thank you. I do not know much more than that. Look for their leader, he says. The well is supposed to be a place of hope and worship for Pelangi and Buru alike. It deeply saddens me to see conflict within it. He nods, completing his thoughts.
Side quest!
Something which I have a vague feeling that we might be massively over-leveled for. Anyway, Buru missives 1 of 2. Walthu. The priestess poked me in the belly and told me not to fish in the harbor anymore. Going to try my luck out around the Blade Serpent Reef. Be back late tonight, unless my arms give out. You were right. I should have stopped eating those sweet fruits. Oh well, new waters await. Noko. Iutha, Priestess Orthia said I should build our neighborhood a new ship house. Going to sail over to Turoa and pick up my brothers to help out. I'm thinking we should put a tile pattern floor. Can you design it? Buru mail. Man, the environments are so nice. Like, they're just nice. They're just nice to look at. Ah, Truthbearer. A word, please. Just a sec. I need to loot this thing. Yeah, okay. Ilawi, this is quite an honor. My friend and I come from a small village. He motions to a man sitting nearby. One too small to receive a visit from a truth-bearer such as yourself. We are humbled to stand in your presence, he says, and bows his head. Many came here to offer tribute to the Mother Serpent. We came here. Many speak of this well as a site where Buru and Pelangi alike come to worship. I admit we find it hard to believe that Pelangi are care enough to pay tribute to Nagakabouros. Well, I trust your time in Bilgewater has been illuminating. Though it is a city made up of different cultures, there are many who revere the Mother Serpent. We've seen as much ourselves. Perhaps we do not give Pelangi enough credit. Our elders often speak ill of this city, and many wonder why you choose to spend so much time here. They question if such action would please the Mother Serpent. Bilgewater is a city of motion, a place where many come to pursue their destiny. It is only natural the Mother Serpent would offer her blessing to a place such as this. Sheepishly, his shoulders and head lower, and he casts his eyes down at Ilawi's feet. Pervert. You are truly wise, Truthbearer. I look forward to speaking with my elders and telling them of this place. Were you able to make an offering to the Mother Serpent? No, a group of Pelangi thugs blocked the path to the bow of the ship, the place where I'm told you make offerings. Under threat of violence, you must pay tribute to them before you can offer one to her. They are stealing her offerings. They put themselves on the same level as a god. Why don't you fight them yourself? Are you not strong enough? I can't do Ilawi's accent, so I'm really not trying. I'm just trying to imply that there is an accent, but yeah, I don't know, maybe I just shouldn't. He seems taken aback. We were not certain of our course of action. We're not familiar with the customs here as you. He looks as though he's hoping Ilawi would accept that as an answer to move on. It seems you have much to learn. Fear stands in the way of action. Perhaps it was destiny that brought you here. Perhaps the Mother Serpent wished for you to learn this lesson. I will reflect on this, Truthbearer, he says. I will put an end to this. I will meet their leader. He smiles. It was good to see you, Ilawi. I will tell my village that I met you, he says. Yeah, just shut up. Give me the thing in the jar. I need that 5 gold. Buru missives 2 of 2. Mothu, you have a son now. You cannot go hunting every day. The tide of your life has changed. You must change the pattern. You will come to the Temple of the Waves tomorrow with your family. Priestess Eothea. Dikawali, I do not think it is wise for you to go after this Naga cult. The Pelangi are fools and easily led by false words, but this is not our concern. Let the ocean's clean water wash them away. Su Luli. Luili. Oh. Yesi Alka. I have many concerns. The dead do not rest well here. The black mist must be drifting nearby. I have ordered a general evacuation back to Buru and Ilta. We are preparing the temples for an assault. I suggest you do the same. Nothing especially interesting in those missives, just world building. Well of the Mother Serpent. Thinking of Ilta, Nuka. Thanks for your advice and kind words. But I'm just sick of Bilgewater. The priestesses here are very meddlesome and bossy. It's almost as bad as when I visited Buru. Of course I honor Nagakabouros, but I'm from Ilta. We take our time there and enjoy life. Change happens just as well as slower and steadier pace, doesn't it? After a hunt, why do I need to rush down to chop down a tree or mend some nets right away? Can't I rest? When next you summon a great serpent headed towards Ilta, can I ride back with you? Someone's tired. The sign reads, Well of the Mother Serpent, make ye offering at the bow of the grace for safe passage. Grant mercy for our sins, Mother Serpent. The sign's grey ink is faded from time and erosion. Yo, sup? A pair of bandits appear on the path to the bridge and stand in the way. Welcome to the Great Wishing Well. Have you come to make an offering to the Mother Serpent? For a small fee, we can make your visit here a pleasant one. Attempt to move past them without answering. They quickly block your path in an aggressive manner. Whoa, where you going so quickly? It's dangerous up there. Tell us what your business is and we'll see if we can help. My business is none of your concern. Ah, I see that's where you're mistaken. You're walking by here without paying us tribute. See, that's our business. Ilawi laughs. Please try to take my money. Have it your way then, he says, grinning. I'm about to kick your ass a lot because you motherfuckers are level 10.
Join me, my friends. That stings.
Yeah, it would. Because I shot ya.
Only the best.
How do I get in there? Aha! Gimme, gimme, gimme the things in the barrels. Yoink. Yoink. Yoink, yoink. Mine. The lusty legend of Hay... Oh, I think I know what this is. Of Hay Haraway. Hay ducked into a tiny alleyway off Mainspring Crescent, her heart thudding in her chest. Not from her close call with the Lux Piltover Casino security forces, but from the encounter with that mysterious stranger across the card table. Those green eyes hidden behind the ice feather mask had blinked amusedly whenever Hay raised the stakes. Easy to do when playing with a pickpocketed purse, of course. And finally, the last time Hay raised, those red lips had parted in a smile. Rather than a stack of chips, the opponent slid a single scrap of paper onto the center of the table. Hay was a gambler. She couldn't resist. Call, she'd said, and the dealer flipped out the cards. She'd won, but there was barely a moment to celebrate before the guards were on her. She had slipped them, of course, but not without one thing. With trembling hands, she unfolded the scrap of paper. An address in the clan district. Scrawled beneath it, do come. Hay grinned. Well, that sounds horny. But then, I mean, it's called the Lusty Legend, so, no surprise there. Walk! Oh, hey, Jordals!
You have my...
Bonk.
And stay down.
Ilawi drains a lot of health when she has all the tentacles out. Locked? Locked. La-da-da. Also locked. Well, that's inconvenient. Ooh. Barrel. Yo! Ah, damn it. Let's do bullet time. We haven't seen that one yet.
A flesh wound.
Looks exactly like you'd expect. I like the little sort of shine on the grin. That's lovely. That's cute. The confidence of it. Can we fire this cannon? Compared to the decay and disrepair surrounding the area, this cannon has stood the test of time. Too heavy to move without the proper tools, looters may have ignored it in favor of easier-to-carry items. Down its sights, you see a boulder that potentially blocks a walkable path alongside the cliff.
Oh, do I now?
There are plenty of cannonballs nearby, but the cannon lacks gunpowder. Okay. Find some gunpowder, then. Yes. Okay. Some green essence. Scraps of thick hide, pyro fluid, more green essence. Hello. Yeah. Oh, it did hit him.
Is on the job.
fortune favors the bold.
Lusty Legend of Hay Haraway 2 of 5. The next evening, Hay made her way through the lush and quiet streets of the clan district. "Zaw night," she heard one final dressed passerby hiss. An afternoon sojourn to the dressmaker's quarter, courtesy of the glass merchant's loosely watched purse, saw her swap tunic and leggings for a simple burgundy dress, chosen mostly for its ample pocket space. Only her scuffed boots betrayed her origins. The address turned out to be a sprawling house directly across from Geopara Mansion. Was this a trap? Hay wondered. But she had to know. Hard in her throat, she approached the guard. "I've been invited," but before she could continue, he waved her through the massive oak doors into the entrance hall. A woman swathed in a gown of beaded emerald silk descended the marble staircase. "I've been wondering when you'd turn up," the stranger said, her lush lips curving upwards. "Would you like a bite? You must be famished." Is this a vampire thing? It feels like a vampire thing. Would you like a bite? Yoink. Okay, well, found a way around that. Let's see, anything out here? The bow of this marooned ship serves as a place of pilgrimage for those who wish to offer tithings to the ever-present Serpent Mother. Oh, you're carrying nothing the sea would want? That's a bother. We should find something the sea would want. And then offer it. What's in here? Is this where the bandit is? Kind of looks like it might be. You must be the leader of this gang. You're that poor lady. While I respect a clever opportunist, I won't allow this to continue. People should be able to pay respect to Nagakabouros without interference. Those who make pilgrimage here don't owe anything to you. Remove your men, or I'll remove them. You know I can't do that. If I leave here, I'm good as dead anyway. I'll give you a choice. Let us see what the Mother Serpent herself thinks of your behavior. A test. And if I fail? You die. What is the test? You are worthy or not worthy. It is simple. It is the namesake of this place. The test of Nagakabouros. This is the well of the Mother Serpent. Nagakabouros. Killed my men coming in here. Killing me would be easy for you. I don't have a choice, do I? No, you do not. Fine. Let's get this over with, truth bearer. Stand before me, and let your true self be revealed. No, it burns! Ah! Well, that sucked. For them. It was as I thought. Unworthy. You worked for her, correct? Yes. To steal money from those who seek to praise the goddess, that is true corruption. Leave here and never return. Mercy, thank you. Just leave us alone and we'll never set foot here again. Bye. Thank you. They are weak and scared. With or without my intervention, they will meet their end. Dark, but, you know, that's Alawi. This is where the captain would study maps if the ship were a seafaring vessel. One day, long ago, it could have been. Now there are just various weapons, grog, and a large pouch. Inspect the pouch. The pouch is made of tanned leather, making it markedly more durable and even resistant to water. Inside, there is a considerable amount of gunpowder. Yes. This hammock must have been where the captain of the ship slept. It looks uncomfortable, moldy, and damp from something unknown. You search over the hammock and find nothing, even shaking it in case something loose would fall out. Some shelled creature falls from its hiding place and hits the ground with a thud, then scurries away. Perhaps there are some things better left unchecked. I was kind of hoping for a boss fight, but okay. Let's see. To get to the bounty, we need to go this way. Which was the thing we came here for, but hey. I ain't complaining. The Lusty Legend of Hey Haray. 5 of 5. Ah, shit, I've missed one. Okay, well, hang on. Let me just go back. Presumably that'll be somewhere earlier around here. Let me just go and find the 4th and 3rd. I think I have the 3rd. Do I have the 3rd? Let's check the 3rd. No, not enchantment. Yeah, I need 3 and 4. I don't want to read them out of order. I want to read them in order.
So the Buru believe that people don't own their souls, right?
Indeed. Our souls belong to Nagakabouros, and she can take them back if we are not using them well.
I wonder if she's trying to take mine back.
I think you are using yours quite well.
Learned your lesson?
There's number 3. The clink of cutlery punctuated the silence as the two women regarded each other. Hay's curiosity at last overcame her stubbornness, and she spoke. I don't even know your name. Her companion grinned. Nor do I yours. The green-eyed woman paused as she surveyed Hayes. Selenia. Hey, I suppose you weren't the one who called the guards on me? Selenia shook her head. And ruin our game by the gates, no? More wine, my dear?
This is a nice place. A lot of heart. You should be proud, Ilawi.
I am.
Someday you should come to the Freyjardian. The Avarosans have excellent hospitality.
Are you flirting, Brahm? Good. Anyway, get the cannon, blow the thing up, and then come back here, I guess. Cannonball! Okay, that wasn't right. There we go. What happens if we fire... Nothing? Okay. I just blew up that nest. Feels a little mean. Something fell from that seagull nest you cruelly shot. It tumbled into the turbulent waters below. I would imagine, yeah. I don't suppose firing anywhere else would do anything. Maybe over there on the left. Let's try it. No? No. Okay, well, I think we've blasted all we could. Calling elevate. Oh, okay. I'd give my life not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else crime. There we go. Stumbling alone at the bottom of the shaft is a disheveled man muttering to himself. He doesn't look up at anyone approaching him, seemingly unaware of those around him, and just continues to turn his head and address the people or things that no one sees. Get his attention. Nothing seems to grab his attention. Even when standing right in front of his face, he stares at something past you, at something that can't be seen or understood. Well, that sounds ominous. This journal details the operations of a scavenger crew that recovered tithings offered to the Mother Serpent. Oops. Apparently, one of them was extremely meticulous in their recording their findings. A few sections stand out. Read Week 1. Week 1 starts optimistic. Thom, the biggest and burliest of the bunch, has the best lungs and recovered hundreds of coins from diving alone. They discuss the cost-benefit of buying a diving suit to collect more coins faster. There is some debate, but economics prevail, and they get a diving suit. Divers keep seeing a shadow follow them during their dives. One of the crew, Linus, insists on stopping, but the others won't listen to him. It's implied that they don't respect Linus because he has the weakest lungs, which he claims is because of a childhood illness. At the beginning of Week 6, most of the crew died in a whirlpool that happened in otherwise calm waters. Linus was the only survivor. The author notes that Linus doesn't even want to pawn their latest haul, a relic that is stored in a box nearby. Opening the box, there is a relic inside. Surely the Mother Serpent would appreciate its return. Ilaoi could head to the bow of the ship and offer it back to the sea. What are you doing with that? Put that down! You don't understand what that thing is. It's cursed. You'll kill us all! Oh, Linus.
Now you face a truth bearer.
You should stick to tech tips, my friend.
I warned ya.
A flesh wound.
Let's get back to it.
Poor guy. Chapter 4. But you knew She didn't want to finish that sentence, not in front of the loveliest woman she'd seen in some time, who was clearly escalating their mutual flirtation, but her companions simply laughed. Of course I knew you'd pick my pocket already. I would not have arrived at my current station in life without a sense for such things. Selenia took a sip from her own glass, or without an appreciation for the boldness required to live such a life. Hay reached across the table and took Selenia's soft manicured hands between her own deft-fingered, blunt-nailed ones. I'm glad you appreciate my boldness. And let's see. Selenia rose, and for a moment Hay feared she had overstepped. Instead, she twisted her hand and clasped Hay's, pulling her slightly along, around the table, through the doorway, up the marble staircase. Hay followed, breathless, heart pounding as fast as it had on her flight from the casino. At the top of the stairs, Selenia turned to face her. Hay leaned down and swept away a single russet curl that had escaped Selenia's elaborate hairdo. I should have raised you a kiss, Hay whispered. I'd have stacked the deck for that. Selenia breathed and kissed her. It felt like falling from the College of Techmaturgy's tower into a burst of flight. Selenia's lips were soft beneath hers, but there was a fierceness and fire, too, in the way that the other woman kissed her back. More, Hay sighed, and Selenia grinned. Very horny! Cat, if you ever see this, very horny, very good. I thoroughly approve. Cat is the person who wrote that, I believe. Cataclypto on Twitter. You should go follow him, because they write good stuff. Mostly they talk about baseball, which is baseball but better. I think it's something about the end of the world and the sun collapsing in on itself, but also baseball, kinda. There we go. That's about as many fish as I'm willing to catch here. Let's see. Let's just finish exploring down here, then we'll go back and offer the thing to the Mother Serpent. Ooh, a Kraken shield. Presumably worse than what I have already because, yeah. The trinket from the seagull's nest has washed ashore. A calcified ring, which is also going to be worse than anything I've... No, actually better. Quite good, actually. Crit up. Oh, Yasuo will appreciate. Give the defender's ring to Braum instead. Get his health up. And that's everything down here. Yep. Okay. Let's go back and offer the token, and then we move on. There. Give the thing back. Great Kraken, the culprits who stole your gifts have failed their test. Their souls wither at the bottom of the sea. In returning what is rightfully yours, I hope to right their wrong, Illaoi says. She tosses the relic far overboard and follows it with her eyes as it smashes through the water's surface and sinks almost instantly to the depth's darkness. We are done here, she says, looking at the water, lost in thought, and nods slightly. I was hoping for a reward, but maybe it comes back later. Somehow. Okay, now. Bounty time. Yes? Hang on, what? Oh, no, I see, okay. Okay, we have a level 2 ultimate. Let's see. Leap of Faith. Deal damage to all enemies. Spawn max tentacles. Nah. Increases crit chance of all allies by 80% for 2 turns and restores 40 mana to each. Has no recovery time. Yeah, sure. Let's get that free mana restoration. Sweet.
I will not fall.
So that's less powerful sort of in the immediate, but...
That'll teach ya.
like, getting a bunch of crits, that rules. And especially, like, if combined with Yasuo, you can do some real incredible damage there, I'm sure.
A fine success.
That's one way to do it.
Hey, levels up.
New runes. Sweet. Okay, so Misfortune stacks really well with evade chance, so we'll have to equip her into that, I suppose. Oh, little Poro, be careful! Oh, little friend! Oh! The Poro returns with something of Poros and Men, Volume 1. A novella that tells the tragic tale of migrant workers in the Freyjard of mice and men. Oh, I see. Under the harsh, frozen northern sky, even the dreams of the innocent cannot prevail over the bleak realities of circumstance. God damn it. That's so dumb. In a good way, but it's so dumb.
Are you ready?
Okay, start with a love tap, shall we? And a tentacle smash to spawn some tentacles. And it's already gonna attack Braum, so we might as well just do a concussive blow to get that overcharge. And then taunt. Oh, it hits everyone. Okay, well that sucks.
Aim.
Get that taunt up, Brom. And give yourself a shield. Not that the taunt really matters that much if everything it does attacks everyone. Oh, not everything. Okay.
Watch him fall. Gotcha.
Yeah, it got out of tapped. That's annoying. And it dispels things. That's even more annoying. Do I need to hit it with any kind... I haven't actually inspected it at all.
You are strong, but I am Brom.
No. Okay. It's just fast.
Fight me!
I'm waiting.
Okay. It's tap, right? Yeah. Let's see. Deals 184 magic damage to all enemies, stuns them, and slows them. Let's do that.
No more
Let's see what it
Mr.
looks like.
Nice Brom.
Oh, yes.
A solid blow.
Nice.
Take this.
Big hit. We can probably just chunk our way through the rest of it, but let's just have a care and heal Misfortune there.
Everything's fine. I hope.
Or not. Okay.
A shame. We could have been friends.
Hey, a new weapon for Yasuo. I wonder if it's any good. Ooh, Ripper's Claw. That's a pike weapon. Does that mean I could have met Pike already somehow? A Navori Blade of Balance. I'll take it. Okay, well, how was that bounty? Anything else left to do here? Well, there's that one door that requires a goddamn key, isn't there? A key which I don't think we've found. Oh, well. Dealt with the bandits. Did you see those men running? Best of luck to you, Truthbearer. Not that you need it. Ilawi, you've returned. I saw some men didn't recognize running by, the Buru priest says. I'm not ashamed to admit that it brought a smile to my face. That group will harass travelers no more. That is a relief. This well is an important place of worship and should bring hope to all who visit. He stands a little straighter and looks directly in the Ilawi's eyes. And now it will, he says. Here, I believe a truth-bearer would make more use of this than I ever would. What did I get? Did I get anything? Buy rumors. More side quests? Oh my lord. Pair of guns for misfortune. Any better than what I have? Nope. Let's see. There's a Cursed Count, and there's Glass Eye Joe. They finally got the count, huh? For my last breaths in this life, I choose to say that my only regret is that I have to look at your ugly mugs as I go out. You're drowning an innocent man, and you'll suffer for it in this life or the next. Breathe deep when the water hits you, Count Evelista. I say good riddance. You're all a bunch of barbarians. The tide's rising. Yeah, dirty dog, Evelista. The tide will show you the truth. That's a well-deserved bath for you, Evelista. That's a brutal way to go. A member from the crowd addresses you, perhaps because you happen to be close by. Show's over, I guess. Well, it's just a shame about his wife, she says. What happened to his wife? Well, his wife, Countess Evelista, is locked up and awaits the same fate as he. She's imprisoned in the jailhouse that awaits. Pretty lass, she says. What did he do, anyway? Oh, the Count was up to no good. Murdered some of his own competitors in cold blood, as well as more than a few innocents caught in the crossfire. Looks like the lives he ruined finally caught up to him, she says. I'd best shove off. It's just a shame Countess Evelista's going to be claimed by the tides. I bet she has some stories to tell, like where Count Evelista stashed his hoard, she says. Well, let's go talk to a doomed woman and try and get her to give us her money, I guess. A delicate-looking woman looks sullen through the cold iron bars of her cell. I heard screaming outside. Did you witness this? Tell me, did he suffer? She says. I hope he didn't suffer. She looks down at her empty hands and stares blankly at them. I'm sorry about your husband. I know my husband wasn't a good man, but no one deserves to die like that. I just keep thinking of his final moments and... She starts sobbing. You have to help me get out of here. You saw what they did and what they're going to do to me. What my husband did, who he was, that has nothing to do with me, she says. I don't know if he just wanted to keep me safe by keeping me ignorant, she says, and then her head tilts like she's remembering something. Actually, there is something I do know about. He kept mentioning something about a vault, she says. If you help me, I'll tell you what I know. I think I know where his vault is. Whatever's in it, it's yours. I don't care about money. I don't care, she says. Will you help me get out of here? Sure, I'll help you escape. Why not? That's the first bit of good news I've heard since this nightmare began. Maybe I should join my husband. Is that crazy? It is crazy. Pull it together, Hilda, she says, clenching her jaw. The guard at the front desk has the key. He's a bit simple. I don't care how you get it, but bring it here, she says. Once we make it out of here, I'll mark the vault location on your map. I'm many things, but one of them is not a liar, she says and squeezes your hand. Maybe the world hasn't abandoned me after all. You have your instructions. Hurry, she says, and dismisses you.
Do you like plants?
The large man asks. Who doesn't?
If you're a friend of plants, you're a friend of mine.
Does the plant on your desk have a name?
Oh, no one asks me that. You must like plants. Try to guess her name.
Purdy?
Purdy? That's a great name. When I look at this plant, I feel warm and fuzzy. Does Purdy talk to you too? She's so sweet to me, he says.
Purdy says you're the best prison guard in the world.
That sounds like something Purdy would say.
Purdy says... I feel really bad about this. She hears someone trampling flowers outside.
No! The day's too nice to let flowers die. Stay here, Purdy. I got this.
At least this way, it's not that Purdy tells him to do something he's not supposed to with the cell key, so... I feel bad about that. That's kind of mean. He seems like a nice dude. Let's get out of here. This way, quick. Presumably she's going to betray us and we're going to have to fight her. But, you know. I'm afraid this is where we part ways. What's the matter? Suddenly can't move? I'm not telling you where the vault is. I'm not telling you anything. Did you really buy the poor defenseless damsel act? Of course I knew all about my husband's dealings. Then again, I was the real mastermind behind it all. But lucky for me, there are gullible do-gooders out here who fancy themselves heroes. That'll teach you fools to believe every sob story you hear. Enjoy the rest of your pathetic lives. So is that the resolution of it, or do we go after her? Okay, I guess that's the end of that. Is there a bounty on her now? That would be cool. No? Oh, wasted opportunity. Oh well. Now we have Glass-Eyed Joe. Whomst is whereabouts? At the watchtower. Okay, well. To the watchtower then. I don't want to miss these side quests, so. Gang wars are bad for business, 2 of 6. Gabe, the Bladebreakers took half of our profits and most of our salted meat. I hate those bastards almost as much as I hate Captain Fortune. We should go hunting till all this calms down. I'll be at the place. Bring your hooks and spears. I'll be borrowing a couple of crossbows. We can go for some smaller prey, bring it back to harbor under a tarp. Don't tell the staff where you're headed. Don't want this to slip out to any of the gang, so they'll come after us here too. Thorna. Yoink. Yoink. I might have made more money from just looting random pots and barrels than from actually fighting. Personally, I think Buru statues are beautiful. Well, they are. They're really pretty. They're nice. Oh, right. That's the box with the yordle in it. Okay. So where is the guy we're talking to? Oh, there. Furnace, that ye? No, your stature's too grand to be little Fanny, the suspiciously drunk man says. Where are my manners? Them's glass-eyed Joe on account of me glass-eye. He slaps his leg and cackles. Say, you wouldn't be passing through these parts and want to make a bit of coin, would you? Would you? Coin is always good. My crew's on shore leave, but we make way to the sea again soon. Can't seem to track him down to get him ready for work. This be the meeting spot when no one's turned up. Don't want to leave me post in case any of them do on their back this way. Can you scout around and see what turns up for me? Sure. Pray shippy, lads and ladies, he says. He smiles broadly. See, I like to make a game of things. And there'll be even more coin in it if you manage to get both the name of the crewmate and what I want them to bring, them to correct on the first try. I need you to track down Lynn and bring him this here book. Then I need you to uncover Slim's whereabout and bring him this package of rations, aye. Last, they need you to ferret out Finn and hand him his diving gear. Let me write that down. Oh. Okay. Lynn needs a book. It's a book. Slim needs rations. Finn needs diving gear. There. My dumb ass would not remember it otherwise. In case you got a bit of wax in your ear, remember, get both the name and the item right on the first try, and there's some extra coin waiting for it, he says. Oh, my name ain't be Glass Eye Joe. He guffaws and slaps his leg again. How'd you get your glass eye? I remember that fateful evening, clear as day. There was a storm brewing in the east, and the winds would soon reach us. Easterly winds, the devil's tools, I tell ya. An omen, some would call it. I was foolish to go fishing that eve, but my friend Jeremy was intent on catching his supper and wanted some company. We reached the docks, and the easterly winds nearly blew off my hat. That was the first warning sign I ignored. And so we set up our bait and rods. Just fine rods we had. The fish, they weren't biting. See, they felt the easterly winds in the water and knew better. Sometimes it's the animals that know the world around them best, aye? Like how flies always know who's going to die before any of us do, he says. Jeremy says there's no fish in the shallows of the harbour, so he gets to thinking, he gets to brood, and thinks to cast his line out further, he does, says I. So he pulls his line way back, and whips it around him like it's the winds from a tempest storm. Thing was, his hook went flying behind him, and foolish me thought behind the fisherman was the safest place to be. The race of sharp hook made flying towards me, he says. I know what you've been thinking. You've been thinking it be the hook that got old Joe's eye. Nay, says I. Nay, 'tis wasn't the hook. 'Tis wasn't? No, it wasn't. Or 'twasn't. Not 'tis wasn't. Yeah. I took the hook. Yes, I did. It went flying over old Joe's head, and yes, it did. That's when it happened. A seabird riding the easterly winds came in out of nowhere, swooped down at me, and plucked out me eye. The damn easterly winds, I tell ya. 'Tis was an omen. It was an omen, or 'twas. Anywho, I got myself fixed up. Got a new glass eye to take the seat of my old one. There's no one to blame. The bird's just being a bird. Must have thought me eye was a sparkly thing and wanted it for its nest. And that, my friends, is the tale of how Glass Eye Joe got his glass eye, he says. I like you so much, I'm thinking of getting me other eye replaced as well, he says. That was a great story. 'Tis a story for the ages, to be sure. Now, you got your task. Don't be derelict in your duty now, he says. We'll get right on it. Okay. A little charity work could go a long way, I hope. Apologies, by the way, to the nations of Ireland and Scotland, because I think that accent was all over the place. Ooh, nice view. The yordle here stares longingly at the waters far below. Sometimes I wonder what it'd be like to be a sea creature. Ever wonder stuff like that? He asks. Are you Finn? Oh, that's me! Oh, our boss must have sent you, he says. I take it you also got something else for me? Give him the diving gear. That's the stuff, diving gear! Oh, baby, now I can really swim with the best of them, he says excitedly. I guess I better head over to Glass Eye Joe then. Peace, he says as he heads off. Glamour is like a fun concept and all, but I'd rather have yordles be part of the world. Gang wars are bad for business 3 of 6. Thona, the twice drowned, came today. They figured out we started hunting again, so they wanted protection money and dock fees. I told them we gave it to the Blade Breakers. They got angry and smashed everything. They beat Cal and Nanny back in black and blue. My head's ringing too. Mekov got hurt real bad. He can't see or talk. I'm gonna come see if they can help him at Barber's. Come as soon as you can. Is this Slim? A large man stands lazily on a noisy street. On his shirt, there are stains from no less than 3 different sources of food and drink. As if he were so engrossed in his feedings, accuracy was of no concern.
You're a tiny one, aren't you? Well, everyone's tiny compared to me.
Are you Slim?
Yeah, be me. You got something for me then, eh? I can smell it on you,
he says, looking in your direction. Give him the food rations. As the rations leave your hands, Slim stuffs them directly into his mouth, chews and swallows without chewing.
Well, I guess I better get back to Glass Eye Joe. He's got more food, I bet,
he says, and leaves. Of course that was Slim. It would be. What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night.
Freyjard, family is everything. Everyone always together for survival. Here, it is very different.
People come here from all over the world, and they usually come alone.
But where are the new families? People coming together in a harsh land, gathering around the fire with newfound friends.
You got a lot to learn about Bilgewater.
Come on, pick up the thing. Yes. You can't make the thing highlightable and then make it hard for me to get it. That is illegal. Gang wars are bad for business 6. Thona, I'm sorry. I thought your brother would be able to handle a blade better. Gabe went down fighting. I returned him to the waters and said a prayer to Nagakabouros like he'd want. I know it's bitter news, but the plan worked. The thrice drowned and the blade breakers cut each other up bad. Your brother wasn't the only one to die. We still have a share of loot for you. Can't make up for anything, but it can help get your family through this war. You've been good bosses to me and good friends. Get in touch and I'll give you both your cuts. Sorry, Miko. So they had some sort of plan to deal with the gang wars, but it went sideways. That will be Misfortune's gunner in there, I think. And apparently there's idiots around here dumb enough to try and take me on. Fair enough. There we go. Chef Torvald's cookbook. Torvald? Huh. Forward. I finally convinced Torvald to let me transcribe some of his recipes. It took some doing, and I'll be working after shifts at the kitchens for weeks, but finally I'll be able to snap open that grumpy crawdad's mind and write something down. He promised not to leave anything out either, as long as I bring him grog at each sitting. I had to sign a contract that I wouldn't publish the recipes or open my own restaurant until he's dead, but he's mostly lard and smokes like a chimney, so I shouldn't have to wait long. I'll have to make sure to ask him for the following recipes: coconut hagfish, prawn pralines, bilge rice hot brine, and his mysterious soul sauce. Oh, can't wait. Okay.
A fight, if we must.
I thought you'd be stronger.
Perhaps this place could use some more furnishings.
Got any ideas?
I was thinking perhaps a mountain here and some snow all around there.
Damage and haste, huh? Rather than... I mean, I guess that would work for Yasuo, but man, he has low health already. What's the quest here? Oh, a dapper sailor looks lost in thought, daydreaming. There are marks around his nose that indicate he might have been wearing reading glasses earlier. He takes a deep breath. Funny how smells can recall memories from years ago. You look as if you have some business with you. Did Glass Eyes Joe send you? Are you Lynn? That would be me. And I take it you have something for me as well? He asks. Give him the book. Excellent. I was wondering where that book went. Well, with this in hand, I assume Glass Eye Joe is waiting for me. I'll head over now, he says as he takes off. Neat. If it hadn't been for Glass Eye Joe, I'd been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Glass Eye Joe? I see you haven't been derelict in your duty in the slightest. My crows are returned with their items, he says. He hands you a sack of coins. As promised. Now off with you. Oh, and your bonus. Let's not forget. Enjoy. 350 on top of that. Neat. It's not too bad. Okay. So that's where the Most Fortune's crew. Do I have any other quests that it's just the Veiled Jumper and the Spider Queen? Okay. Cool. Now we can move on with the actual story of the game. Yay! If I'd known there'd be that many more side quests, I would have included them in the last episode. But for the moment, I think there's some more lore down here. Gang Wars are bad for business 5 or 6. Thona, the Bladebreakers set a new stash out by Slimefish Cove. When you get this note, hang a red jacket in your window. Then I'll lead the Twice Drowned to the spot, while you warn the Bladebreakers that the Twice Drowned are coming. Hopefully the bastards will kill each other off. Kai, Makov, and the others will be waiting to clean up the survivors and take the loot. Right, so they set a trap for them, hoping they'd wipe each other out, but, you know, they didn't all go down easily. I see. There's a razor fin that is strangely docile. It looks approachable. Pet it. Pet the dog. Oh, the good doggo. Pet the good doggo. I see you've met Professor Gilly. She's friendly to any stranger, not to other razorfin. Found her all alone when she was a wee pup, but she didn't hesitate or attack me. Bottle fed her until she got older, and this is the result. Now I couldn't get rid of her even if I wanted to. That's adorable. What? Oh, really? Okay, well.
Your defeat.
You're done.
That's enough out of you. Dumbasses. Why can't I talk to that guy? Man, these people are dumb.
Shame to work for free.
Oh, okay, not an enemy. Let's see, found the lore there. There's a treasure chest somewhere down here.
Have I told you the story of how I found my shield?
You said it involved a mountain troll.
Yes, it was a good troll. But the mountain, it was disagreeable. I had to punch it.
Of course you did.
It's never been clarified whether that story is true. Like, it's never actually been fully clarified whether that really is how Braum managed to get a hold of his shield, like whether he really did punch his way through a mountain or if something else might have happened, but it's a good story nonetheless. And I do like the idea of Braum as a little bit of a bullshitter. Like, a little bit of a guy, like he makes up stories because they sound cool and because people enjoy them. And it doesn't really matter that they're not fully true because, like, they're about inspiring people. And it's not really bragging so much as it's just like he enjoys seeing people, like, light up at his great feats and his adventures. This telescope, used mostly for stargazing at night, during the day reveals the wild, warm sky above Bilgewater. That would be the navigator, then. Huh. Gabe and Thona, I hope you're safe. The fights between the Bladebreakers and the Tooth Drowned got out of hand. Oh, twice, right. 2C, yeah. I serve on 2 boats before come to your employ. Seen a lot. But the neighborhood is too dangerous now, even for me. Fights most days. Most house and shop near all burned down. Sorry, but I go. You nice boss. Be safe. So I think at this point I have found enough... Yes. To claim some rewards. Get some rune shards. Increase attack power, I guess. Yeah. Right, well, I think we've done just about everything, and all that's left now is to go get Misfortune's crew, but that's going to have to wait until the next episode. So, if you've enjoyed hanging out in the world of the Ruined King and Bilgewater with me, you can hit the like, comment, and or subscribe buttons down below, and that'll let you know when more episodes are coming out. But if you want more Ruined King right now, right this second, well, there's an outside chance that some might be available in the playlist. You can check it, and if it is, you can become a member on the channel to get access to things early before I set them live for everyone else. If you want that, you can. I also have a Patreon and merchandise store and a tip jar. Did I say that already? It's kind of late. I'm a little tired. You can do any of those things if you want to, but you absolutely do not have to. Everything on this channel will be public and live for everyone eventually. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to wear a mask and wash your hands still. Like, I know, but still. Try to act with solidarity towards those who are worse off than yourself.